Greetings, beautiful people. It's your girl, yo. Come on in here. Y'all pile on in here. Hey, hey, hey. Good morning. It's still morning in the VA. Y'all come on in here. I know I gave y'all short notice, but I have to do what the spirit tell me to do. Move when I feel like moving and, when I have something to say. I just don't come on here with a bunch of bullshit. Y'all come on in here. Come on in. I'm going to give y'all a chance to get up in here. Come on in, here. We got some things to talk about. Okay, I'm gonna wait till y'all get up in here. I know I put the stuff on my community wall a little bit like a little late, but yeah. So let's come on in. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. How you doing, peeper? Come on in here. Come on in here. We're gonna talk about some real stuff today, and I'm gonna hurt some of y'all feelings because you're gonna see yourself in what I'm talking about. And if you do, that's a good thing. I'm gonna want you to change that. You're gonna have to tighten that all up. Okay. The title is called "Who's the Man in the Mirror?" Okay. This not just talking about a man. It's talking about you women too. So y'all come on in here. I'm gonna give you a few minutes. I'm gonna give you a few minutes to come on in here. And if you take too long, I'm gonna get going with it, and you just gonna have to, poop, 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 do the rewind. Okay? So I'm gonna give you some time. I know it's the summertime, everybody chilling, laying on that ass. Some people off not working, all of that good stuff. But nevertheless, I'm here. I'm here. I'm still waiting. So far, I see one or two people up in here. Uh-huh. Come on, come on. I see you coming in. Come on. Come on in. I hope you guys are having a good day. Listen, I put this thing as an open panel. Hopefully I'll be able to drop the link a couple of times before the last, I think, two live streams. Well, I think it was the last live stream. I was having problems putting the link in the chat. You know what? I think I might do that now. Put it in the chat right now, and then after I finish, giving my spiel, then I'm gonna get with y'all. So far, I just hit that invite, and this thing is stalling already. Let's see. Okay, and I'm gonna copy this link right quick. See if this will work. Okay, let me see. Y'all come on in. Let's see if I can do this. See if it'll do it. If not, I'll just play with it a little bit later and we're gonna get to the point of the thing. Again, the title is Who's the Man in the Mirror? Hey, Mr. Keem, how you doing? Hey, thanks for sharing the thing, Shirley. You know me. You know me. With myself, I be doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I've been doing a whole lot though, y'all, for real. Before half of y'all got out the bed this morning. Let's see, Control V. I think that's what I do. Okay, I'm gonna do that shit again later. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna try to copy the link. Oh, you did it. Oh, I did it. Okay, I see it. I see it in there. Okay. All right. So listen, we're gonna talk now. We're gonna talk. So y'all keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. And again, this live stream is gonna hurt some of your feelings because y'all gonna see yourself in this what I'm talking about. Again, who is the man in the mirror? Okay, we're gonna start off by saying this. When you're looking in the mirror, when anybody takes their time and they look at that stuff in the mirror, a lot of y'all are paying too much attention to the shit in the background. You dig? You're not really watching yourself, you're watching everybody else. And what are you doing? You're copying and stealing from others. So where are you in this equation? Who are you? Will the real man or woman please stand up? Why do you think everything else in your background is more important than the center of focus, which should be you? You understand? You may say, well, I don't be doing nothing like that. I can tell you right now, your whole life is a lie. Here's why. When you're growing up and stuff like that, you go to school and all this kind of stuff. You see other children with nice clothes on and stuff like that. Some of y'all wear your mom and daddy to death. Mama, I gotta have this. This is a new brand of this. This is a new tennis shoe. This is a new shirt. This is a new that. You wear your parents to death. What your parents are doing is thinking about how to feed you, how to give you what you really need to grow in this life, and how to educate you and teach you how to live this thing called life. But what you guys are doing as you're growing up, you're supposed to know better. But what you're doing is you're wearing your parents to death, telling them what other people have around you, and you want what they have, right? So you're copying them because it looks good on them. But I told y'all before, the same pair of shoes, shirt, tie, dresses, it don't look the same on you once you purchase it. Why? Because that was made for that person. What is your style? What do you do? What can you bring to the table? Who are you for real, for real? Your whole life is a lie. Okay, when you be an adult, what you do? You get your little house or apartment, right? What you do then? You start paying attention to the neighbors. Or where they got a new car. Okay, my model, I need to update my thing because I really like what they have. Instead of me going over here knocking on the door and say, "Oh, neighbor, congratulations. You got some real good stuff going on over here. How did you get that? How can I obtain that?" Instead of you doing that, what you do? You copy and steal that style. Still don't look good on you. I don't care how you lean, what road you take, right? It's not for you. And chances are you'll have a major headache. Thank you, Mr. Kimmy. You'll have a major headache trying to keep up with the Joneses, right? Who are you in this life? What is your life all about? Is it about being a copy and paste type of person? Huh? Are you a carbon copy of somebody else? Is everything that you do in your life a carbon copy of somebody else? Why do you feel the need to steal from somebody else? And that's stealing. That's a form of stealing. You try to take somebody's style. You want to walk like them. You want to talk like them. You want to be like them. You want their life. But I'm telling you, their life might be cut short because you don't know what their destiny is, right? That person may die at the age of 20, 30, 40, 50, right? Do you want that? You want to take on that? Because you like what you see, and you never know what really goes on behind closed doors. It just looks good to you because they wear what their life well. They wear their life well. I mean, you really don't know what a person is going through. You just see, what you want, and what you desire. You see the things in that person that you wish you had, right? So you try to take it on. And some of y'all so bold, y'all don't even try to make it your own. I'm talking about your content creators too now, right? I'm talking about y'all. You know, you take people's stuff and you steal it. And I know they said, well, anything you put on the internet, people can use and share and all that stuff. That's cool. But you have some people that take time out and think about what they're going to say before they come up on this jigamabob. People come up here with good intentions, like me, to teach you and show you something that you may not know, or teach you something that you may not know. And don't get it twisted. I learned from you guys too. But what I want to know is, how in the world do you think that if you take somebody else's content, I don't care what they do, what they're talking about, how do you think that you can deliver their content better than the originator can? How do you think that's possible? Because the mirror doesn't lie. The mirror tell on you. People see you. You may think that you're being slick. You may say, well, I ain't gonna do that same content or the title of that content. I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna do that next week or something. You might think that you being slick. You peeping in the bushes and you be watching, you be taking notes on the nigga, right? You got your little pencil and paper, you be like, uh-huh. Okay, they said that. Check. I'm gonna say it too. But I'm gonna add a little word here, or I'm gonna take away a little word here. I'm gonna tell you what else some of y'all do. Some of y'all go on to other sectors and take other people's stuff from there and bring it back over here and try to make it your own. But it's easy to detect that is not really your thing because it's your delivery. You don't believe the lies that you've told yourself. But some of y'all do. Some of y'all good pretenders. Some of y'all believe the lies that you're telling yourself. You believe the lie that, you're good enough, right? You believe the lie that you look good enough. But all the stuff that you got on, you stole from somebody else's style. See? But you put that thing on yourself and you come up on here and you try to act like that's you. But people can see you, right? You don't wear it well. Where are you? Why are you a copy and paste type of nigga or Nikki? Hmm? Why aren't you good enough? Your mama and daddy never told you that you were the beautiful thing, that they was proud of you, and that you're originator, you're special. You never got that talk. Well, let me give you the talk. The next time you look in the mirror, know that you are good enough. Find out who you are, right? Express yourself in your natural state of who you are. Do you? Do you? Don't cut your life short trying to be somebody else or wish that you had something that somebody else had, being jealous of somebody else because you don't know that whole story. You don't know what's hidden in the dark or in the background. You don't know that path through this life, how rough it really been. They may make that shit look easy, but I'm telling you, if you want something, the Bible tells you you're gonna have to work for what you want, and faith without work is dead. That means nothing in life comes free or easy. I don't care how easy it look for the next man, right? Because you better believe they don't went through something and been somewhere and through trials and tribulations. Hey, Monique, thanks for coming in. But What really bothers me is when people uh, believe the lie that they taught themselves. They really believe the lie that they taught themselves. You know how somebody steals so much, used to stealing all our life. They don't told ourselves that they didn't steal it. Mm-mm. They ain't steal nothing from you. They didn't try to steal your style. They ain't try to steal the way you walk, talk, move, the way you wear your clothes, the way you wear your hair. They ain't steal nothing. Mm-mm. That's what they tell themselves, right? So they can feel good. But I'm telling you now, in the morning when they get up, they feel like total shit. They do. They wash their face and they look in that mirror and brush their teeth. That's if they do, because some people don't. Some people get up on here, jump on here because they got to get the shit that they don't stole from somebody else, hot off the press, hot off the press, or anybody else get it. All that noise. But what does it benefit a man or a woman if you don't live in your true essence? You don't know how long your life is. You don't know how long you're gonna live on this earth. Why are you gonna waste precious time, costly? Because you know, cost time is money, right? Time is well, I take that back. Time is more than money, right? You don't know how much time you have, but you feel like you got a lot of time to copy and paste someone else. Where are you? Who is that man in the mirror? When I said man, I mean woman too. Who are you? Why aren't you good enough? Why not? Why aren't you good enough? What are you here on this earth for? You're not here on this earth to copy Tom, Dick, Murray, or Jane. You're here to do you and be you and to be the best you that you can be. I'm telling you, what you're doing is wasting time. And you know that person that you're copying, they're going to continue to prosper. Why? Because they know who they are. It says, know thyself. And a lot of y'all don't know who you are. A lot of y'all don't know your gifts and talents. Why? Because you've been taking all of this time, your whole life, copying somebody else because you think that they got it good. And guess what? You're gonna die out back, alone, miserable, and sad. Another thing, excuse me, all these costumes y'all wearing, all these different faces. Why are you scared to be real with yourself? Why? You scared to be real with yourself because you've been too comfortable stealing other people's style, life. You understand? You know, when you focus on things, it grows. A lot of y'all been focusing on the wrong things. Y'all been focusing on things on the outside of you, things that you see with the naked eye and things that you see with the double eye. You focus on them, and what you focus on grows. So you focusing on the Tom, the Dick, the Harry, the Murrays, and the Janes. They're growing, but what are you doing? You're staying stagnant in the same position, the same place in your life. It's a mighty poor wind that never changes. You know, you have that wind that's stagnant, right? And you got that wind that blows and moves. You know, it's sad. It's really sad. And it bothers me because, you know, I see a lot of people, I see a lot of potential in people. When I see people, I see their abilities. That's what draws me to them or away from them. And what you don't realize is that's the same thing that you see. You are drawn to people's abilities, the things that you think they have and the things that they can do, like their charisma, okay, like their style, like the way they talk, the way they walk. You know, that's what you're drawn to. That's what you focus on. But why can't you focus on your style? What do you like? How do you walk? How do you talk? Are you a pretender? What costumes do you bring on or put on when you come on this thing right here? You see, oh, your thoughts is the same today and tomorrow. I'm not going to change. This is who I am. Of course, you change physically as you grow older, but you don't do a whole lot of changing when it comes to your style. You don't do no whole lot. I don't change. This is what you call a real person. This is 100% real, and I'm coming to you all today in hopes that you would change. Stop, change yourself by stop worrying about other people and do you. I want you to dig deep and find out who you are, what you like, what's your style, because I'm telling you, when you do that, you're gonna draw people to you, not away from you. Because again, we see you. And who is we? The world see you. The world see you. You know, back in my day, back in my day, y'all don't know nothing about me, but I'm gonna tell y'all this. I've been a supervisor in many positions. And people would have, and I would have to, they would come to me and I would have to give them a job, screen them and all that kind of stuff. And I could see just as good through a person, whether they were telling the truth about being qualified for the job. I could see just as good whether they pretending. I could tell that the clothes that they had on wouldn't be the normal clothes that they would wear daily. Of course, you're supposed to dress up and pressed in person when you're going to work. I mean, going for a job interview. But some people overdo it. They overdo it with the way they dress. They overdo it with the way they express themselves and start telling you about their accolades and all that kind of stuff because they want to impress you. But I've always hired the person that came saying pretty much, I'm going to do this job right here. I know what my job description is going to be if I'm hired. They also say that they appreciate me or us, the company considering their application. You know, you could tell that they really needed the job because they had something that they were going to do when they get that money. They had a goal in mind. They weren't pretending. Those pretenders, you already know they ain't gonna last long. First paycheck, maybe the second, they may make it to it, and then they gone. See, there's a lot of you pretenders out here. A whole lot of you. I see you. And it's not cute. It's not cute. It don't look good. You think you're hiding, but I look at you as being a thief. I look at you as being a person that's unsure of who they are, not confident at all. I look at you and I kind of pity you. The reason why I pity you is because I see your life going fast and going before you quicker than you can say how to. And you don't see time is slipping into the future. You don't even see it because you're so caught up and been so caught up all of your life copying and liking somebody else and trying to be them. And guess what? That's become your total package. Your total package has become male and female. I'm talking to all both of y'all. Your total package has become. Let's start with school. Let's start with little school, you're in high school or junior high and all that stuff. Your total package has become picking out the kid that mama went broke trying to keep them dressed in the newest outfit, right? Your total package has become watching the popular person in school and trying to cop their style, being loud and boisterous and flamboyant and all this stuff in school where everybody's drawn to them. Your total package has become once you graduate and you get a job or something like that, your total package become copying off the person on the job, trying to win the boss's favor by stealing their ideas when you talk to them around the water cooler on lunch break. You're gonna jump and tell the supervisor stuff to get ahead of the game, like you the first one that thought of the idea, right? Knowing that you heard it from your coworker, so you can get the raise and all that stuff. Your total package has become watching your neighbors and stuff and watching them paint their house a certain color or the trim on the color, and you do yours just a little. See, this how you do it. You take it and do it a little shade lighter or darker, but it's the same color. Your total package become watching other people and how they move, right? And that's crazy because you just have become, your whole life has become a carbon copy of somebody else. Why? Because you scared to dig deep and know who you are and find out who you are. You scared to dig inside of you and say, well, damn, what do I like? What's my style? What's my favorite color? You know? Yeah, how can I express myself in this world, this big old world, where people are like me? I can tell you how you do it. You just simply come and admit, I don't know who I am. I don't know why I'm here in this life. I don't know what I want in this life, but I know I'm here for a reason. And what I'm going to do is take time out and responsibility of who I am and what I am to sit down and think about, hmm, what about me? What about me? I'm talking about you. What about me? You're going to say that to yourself. And the reason why you haven't been saying that to yourself all this time is because you feel like everybody else been overlooking you. And you're just a little boy and a little girl screaming, hey, here I am, look at me, I matter, I matter. You shouldn't look for approval for nobody else to let them know that you matter. You should know within yourself that God in you, you should know that you matter. You wouldn't be here on this earth if you didn't matter. You matter to somebody. If it's nothing but your brother or your sister or your mama or your father love. You matter to your cousins. You matter to your children. You matter to somebody, right? You don't have to impress the outside world. What for? What does that profit you to impress the outside world? Hmm? Yeah. A lot of y'all die from doing that. Some women, they look at other women and say, oh, she's small, she got a nice little shape. Oh, and you gonna starve yourself to just be like her. Well, let me tell you something. Listen, everybody come in different shapes, size, and color. You are who you are. Just be the best you that you can be. Back your ass away from the table. Take time and realize that you know when you're doing something wrong. You already know because you got that you got that internal compass. You got that Siri. I done told y'all got that Siri and Alexa, that shit that y'all hear, that's inside of you. You know damn well if you don't have a full plate of food, you don't need the damn cake, right? You guys, you know, if you drink half of a six pack, 6 beers, you should know that that's a damn enough for you today because you got to carry your ass to work tomorrow so you can buy some more beer and then pay them bills. Listen, stop worrying about what other people do and do you and be the best you can be. Because again, I'm telling y'all, you're not fooling nobody but yourself because other people see you, whether they say it or not. I'm just bold enough to tell you, I see your ass. I see all of you on here and out in the streets. You can't hide. You're just a carbon copy of somebody else. A lot of you are. I don't see but one or two real people on this thing right here. Just let me tell y'all that. Because I believe in this life is it is only like 1 to 2% of people living their true life and that being their true self. Everybody else is fake. They don't copy it off of somebody else. You see these people on here wearing costumes and shit, pretending to be showgirls and all that kind of bullshit. That shit's sad. It's really sad. And you know what else is sad? Kids already done told y'all that. Y'all don't heard this from little children. You know how you heard about from little children? If you have met any children that had like anybody that had a baby, and you pick that baby up and that baby start hollering and screaming on your ass time you touch it, they already know you fake. Because you don't mean, oh, you just the cutest thing. Oh, sugar, sugar. I wish they already know you bullshitting. See? And when you find out who you are and dig deep into yourself and connect with your spirit man, your inner you, the inner you, if you connect with that, you'll be able to do like I do. Look on here and around you and see who fake and who real. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. What bothers me is another thing that bothers me. I'm talking real today. I'm just telling you, and I talk real every day, but I'm talking real today to y'all. So you know I'm on here talking to you. Another thing that bothers me, if people don't want to fuck with you, leave them alone. Everybody don't want to be your friend. Everybody don't want to be your friend. They just don't. They don't want to be your friend. If it don't fit, don't force it. Because it's not meant to be. And that should be okay with you. It should be all right with your soul that everybody don't like you. Who gives a fuck who likes you? Who cares? Who cares? I done told y'all before, this is a big world. Some of y'all need to get out and travel. Y'all need to move around and see how people move. You know, it's a lot of people that love you and like you and want to be your friend. But to those that don't want to fool with you, leave them alone because it's more trouble than it's worth. You're bringing more trouble into your life, into your space, into your aura, into your vibration. If somebody is not messing with you, don't mess with them. If you know that you really don't like that person, the only reason why you like that person is because you want something from them, because that's what most of y'all do. Y'all want something from the person that you like, right? You want something from them. You don't really like them for real. You just really want to be around them because You like something about them. The shit that I explained to you previously. And you want to be able to steal that. You just want a closer inside look at how they do that, right? So you want to be a little bit sneakier. You know what thieves do and carbon copies do? They get to know their target. They get to know them before they betray them. Didn't Judas kiss Jesus on the cheek before he betrayed him? And they were supposed to be like brothers. Listen, do you and be you. Look at that man in the mirror. Don't look at the wall behind you, but tell like this is the mirror. You see that wall behind me? I'm not paying attention to that wall. I don't want to be like that wall, hard headed, don't move, stay there until somebody knock it down. I'm focusing on me. Your thoughts. Y'all need to focus on the man in the mirror. You did? I'm telling you, you'll have a more peaceful life. You'll have a peaceful life if you stop worrying about other people and how they live theirs. You'll cut your life short, wishing you was somebody else. You did? Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something else. The next time you guys see somebody copying you, I don't care what kind of way it is, just call them out and just say, stop being a carbon copy. Look at the man in the mirror. Do you? And I'm gonna tell y'all this now. Look at the man in the mirror. Stop being a carbon copy. Do you? That's to all of my copiers and my so-called admirers, but haters at the same time. Because see, it's a difference between admiring somebody and copying off of somebody. You know, I've been sitting back for a long time watching all of y'all. And I see you. The thing that I would respect more if somebody said, hey, your thoughts, I like this, I like that. And do you mind if? Because for me, I don't care. Because can't nobody do it like I do it. You say, oh yeah, your thoughts, you bragging, you do that. You damn right. Oh yeah, I'm bragging. Because it's a mighty poor duck that don't praise his own pond. Why would I not brag on me? Why would I not love me and hold myself in high regards? See, it's a difference between people that do that and walk like it and talk like it and mean what they say and never change. Because y'all never gonna catch me slipping. Because this is the original me. This is who I am. Everything that comes out of my mouth is my thoughts. And I think it's a slap in the face too for people that be stealing people's content and doing shit like that. Because I'm gonna tell you how dangerous it is to take something from me or to think you taking something from me. You know, every topic and everything that come out my mouth, I get it from my creator. I get it from my higher self. I could be out in the yard watering the garden or something. The spirit would hit me and it will say to me, you need to tell the people this. You need to say that. Just like it did today. Everything that I've told y'all or taught y'all on here since day one, I didn't just come on here running my face. It came to me. And when I say it came to me, it was the thought came to me. And it comes to me in the most awkward time. I could be exercised, I could be doing, I was giving my dogs a water bath, a water hose bath the other day. Shit just be coming to me. I am never short for what you call content. What is content? Content is life. Content is real shit that happens in real world. That's why people can relate to you. And as far as the one or two people or the 17 people that I have in this chat, I don't care if it ain't number one person in this chat or nobody in this chat. If I have something to say, because y'all have to remember, before I started doing live streams, I was doing uploads. I was just doing videos, recording them in the yard and just uploading them. I'm still gonna say what the spirit tells me to say. I'm gonna be obedient to that. You understand? Because that's what came to me. That's what comes to me, right? And again, I don't care what I'm doing. And this title right here, Who's the Man in the Mirror? That came to me last night while most of y'all was sleeping. Most of y'all was sleeping. I wasn't even thinking about that. I got up 1:30, well, it's really 1:30 this morning. I got up and took my dogs outside. They wanted to go use the bathroom. I took them outside. Everybody in my house peaceful, pitch black, dark. Came back in. I spread my little dogs off, get them all tangled, brushed down, and put them back in their bed. I sat on the side of the bed and I was thinking, hmm, let me get some sleep because I have a busy day tomorrow, which is today. I laid down and my spirit said, who's the man in the mirror? And I'm asking y'all that question. When my spirit says, who's the man in the mirror? I won't think about no damn man in no mirror, none of that. You understand? So, got up this morning, had my coffee. My spirit said again, who is the man in the mirror? Then I said, okay, got it. Took my fat ass on here, coming to you. And I'm asking you, who's the man in the mirror? Because it won't asking me that, because I already know who the man in the mirror is. Y'all don't. Get with it. Stop stealing people's shit. I'm talking about not just on this YouTube. I'm talking about in your life. Do you and be you. I hope I made that crystal clear. Because when you do that, you're cutting yourself short. Now, say somebody take this title, Who's the Man in the Mirror? You know, Michael Jackson had that Who's the Man in the Mirror, right? He did it his way. Your thoughts doing it her way. You did? Let me drop this link. Okay, I should be reading this thing. Your thoughts. Good after. Hey, how you doing, Lou? Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for coming in here. I really appreciate y'all coming through. Hey, Selena, how you doing, baby? Thanks for coming in. Hey, just saying. Hey, Mo, what's going on with you? Thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate the people's in the people in the bushes and all of that. Let me drop this link. I'm gonna drop this link, but I just want y'all to tell. I'm gonna see if I can do it. I think I did do it in the beginning. Yeah, I did. Let me see. I'm gonna do it again one more time just in case. But look, y'all, come on, come on. You gotta know you gotta know your worth. You gotta know that you're not your mom and dad they didn't just get together and have sex in a drunken night and you came. What are the chances of the millions and millions of sperms hitting that one egg cell, hitting in your ass being here on this earth? What are the chances? Wouldn't you say that's a miracle that you made it through? And now that you made it through in this thing that we call life, what are you doing with it? Why are you acting like that's not no big deal? That's a big deal in itself that you are here on this earth. You're not here on this earth to be somebody else. You're here on this earth to be you, the best you that you can be, and let the world know that you here. That's why you here. That you here. You mean tell me you here to be hiding in corners, peeping through these little internet things and copying on what Tom said and how Tom look and what kind of shit, huh? That ain't even making no damn sense. That ain't making no sense. That ain't making no sense. That ain't making no sense to me. I don't know why it would make any sense to a sane person. Okay, what you said just saying? You said amen, but I want to be around deceitful, demonic, hateful people. Oh, you don't want to be around. Okay, listen. That's why you have to keep your circle small. You have to keep your circle small. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else that y'all might not know. Everybody that's in your life that you have encountered in your life, they're not here always. They're not here. They're here temporary. See, that's another thing that people do. You think that when you meet somebody that they're supposed to be here in your life. No, they're in your life for a specific place and reason and time, right? Then they're gonna move on and you need to move on. Stop trying to hold people hostage in your life just because you still on the same level. You understand? I'm not on the same level as my peers, the ones that I grew up with. They took to different routes in life. They used to tell me that even when I was young, only 16, 17 years old, oh, you thought you old, you antique, oh, you all antiquated. You don't want to go to no club. You don't want to go hang out to the birthday parties. You don't want to go to the garages with the blue lights on and all the guys there. No, I don't like that type of shit. And I'm not a person that goes with peer pressure. That's not me. You cannot pressure me into a goddamn thing. Never pressure me into nothing because I think for myself, always have. I do not follow groups. I don't do that. And everybody that I'm telling you about, all of my peers way back in the day, all of them, babies, a whole bunch of babies out of wedlock, some married, broken relationships, a lot of them all sick, their body sick. need somebody to help take care of them, all this kind of shit. Children that don't even fuck with them after they don't have them when they was young and scramble to raise them. They got grown children that don't even fool with them, don't bring their grandchildren over. It's a whole lot. All of those people that wanted me to go with them, they all fucked up. See, you have to know who you are and follow your mind, not other people and what they doing. See, because that's their life. You understand? And yeah, you want to keep your circle small. And again, people come in your life for a certain reason. Okay. I know when I lost my father, one of my friends that was in my life for a long time as we was growing up and all that kind of stuff. Well, actually I met her on a job. Excuse me, I was her supervisor. I met her on the job. I hired her, okay, and we befriended one another. Well, she wanted to be my friend. I already knew why, but anyway, so she was my friend. She got kids and everything, two children, two girls. I was right there with her when her mother passed of cancer and everything. She went through a whole lot, and I was there to comfort her and all of this stuff, right? Okay. Then she goes about her life. We still talk to each other on the phone and stuff, just checking in, things like that. When my dad died, where was she? Nowhere to be found. She was, oh, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. And she already knew what my dad had meant to me. But see, that's how people do. You can't hold, you can't, take that to heart. But what you can do is say, okay, I see you. Okay, bye now. And when her mother was on her dying bed, her mother called me from the hospital. She's the only child too. And she told me, she said, hey, yo, and the thing is, her daughter and me had the same. My name is Yolanda. Y'all should know that by now. And I told y'all that in the beginning of this. So I heard the other thing said her name Yolanda. I ain't making no secret. My name is Yolanda. Anyway, back to the point. Her name is Yolanda too. Her name is Yolanda too. And her mother called me and she said to me, she said, this is my only child. She's my only child and everything like that. And she admires you and she listens to you when we talk. She be telling me things about you and she really looks up to you and all this stuff. She said, and I'm dying and you know that I'm dying. I don't know if she told you, but they told me I only had 3 months to live. I don't think that I'm gonna live long. I'm leaving her my house. She had they left her house. She got two children, two girls, without a husband because they divorced or whatever. She said, I'm leaving her my house and everything, and I need you to promise me. This is the mother telling me this. Now, don't forget now, and I got a husband, I got two children. They in school, right? And said I'm working and got my own little business. All of this with her mama calling me to tell me at night. Don't tell her we had this conversation, but I want you to promise me that you're gonna look out for my daughter. Because that's what she asked me. And here I am. I'm already feeling overwhelmed with shit going on in my life. I didn't want to lie to this lady that I know is getting ready to die, but I told her that I would do that. And God knows I did it to the best of my ability. I looked out for her to the last minute, and then I couldn't take no more because she was being hard headed and doing some ignorant shit. But anyway, when I hung up the phone from her mom, I hung that phone up. I called my mother, and I said, "Mama, she told me this. She told me I did." And my mother was really angry. She said, "Why would she put that pressure on you?" That's what my mother said. My mother was really upset by that, and I couldn't understand that. Because I was like, well, mama, she ain't have nobody that, she ain't have nobody that, no other family member because they moved from a different state to live here. She didn't have nobody else to tell. And my mama said, I don't care. She shouldn't have never done that. Put that on you, right? And my mother know who I am too. If I promise somebody, my word is my bond. If I promise somebody something, I'm gonna do what I say. So she already knew that. And yeah, I did just that. And her two girls still speak to me this day. She'll call me and everything to check on me like I'm their mama, right? But excuse me, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I'm saying all of this to tell you, people come in your life for a time and period, and come to find out, her mama did wind up telling her that she told me to watch out for her because the girl told me that, in the end of everything, and we still never had any crosswords or nothing like that. I just faded away from her because she was doing too much leaning on me. She was doing too much leaning on me, knowing the kind of person that I am. You understand? So my mindset was like, okay, time to back away a little bit. Let me smooth you on out. Let me get you here, right? Because she was doing really crazy stuff. She wound up selling her mama's house. Mama had a beautiful house paid for, beautiful home. right? She wound up selling her mama's house, uh, packing all of her stuff, and going moved to another state with a mailman, a guy that was a mailman in that state. She moved and packed her shit up and took the two girls with her. Next thing I know, she had to come right back down here. Came back because that didn't work. He was whipping her ass and all of that. She wound up meeting another man, got pregnant by him. Yeah, I'm telling you the whole deal. Got pregnant by him. But you're back in the States here where I'm at now. You 7 months pregnant. I had to go with you to the hospital room and everything because you called me in desperation and all this. The man stopped messing with you, right? You had a miscarriage. The baby was 7 months pregnant, a little girl in your stomach. Won't about it in the hospital room, but me and her crying together. You see what I'm saying? So I'm a compassionate person. I'm still helpful to the person, but I know when I need to fold them. Okay, now you keep doing too much ignorant shit, you gotta stay over there and I gotta love you from afar. So people will come into your life for different reasons, right? And she was a carbon copy. She would do things that I did or try to do, and it's a different from a person being an admirer and then a carbon copy. You see what I'm saying? But both of them are draining to a person that knows, right? That know who they are and what they're here for. See, other people can sidetrack you from being the best you that you can be. Those thieves, because that's what carbon copies are. People that don't look at the mirror, man in the mirror, and looking at everything in the background, like looking at everything in the background, they can drain you because you can feel them stealing from you. You can see them stealing from you, right? Yeah, they steal your energy and they try to steal your life from you. And it can steal your life because you can be stressed. It can be stressful to you. Like I was telling you about the situation with the girlfriend. It could be stressful to you. I don't have no problems. I wasn't having any problems in my life. I had a smooth life. But you was bringing your shit to me. And by me caring for you and being a caring person, I'm taking on your fucking issues, was stressing me out if you're not careful. So that's why you have to keep your circle small. You have to pick who you want to be in your circle. And when I say I don't want to fool with you, and I'm nicely saying stay over there, then you should respect that. Because when you don't, it's a problem for you. You did? But anyway, let me drop this thing. Oh, I'm supposed to be reading y'all too. See, I be so big. And this is another thing. I like talking. I like to talk to a person. So when I'm looking at here, I'm looking at you. It's as if you were in front of me because I'm talking to you. Right? And looking over here, right here. Hey, everybody, nice to see y'all. Thanks for coming in, everybody. It's nice, looking at this thing right here. Hey, Daryl, everybody, I appreciate y'all coming. Is weird because I like to see you. I like to see y'all. Like I kind of like in the chats and stuff, watching how people type. So I kind of have an idea of what your personality is by some of the things that you're saying, right? But I but when I'm looking right here, I'm talking to you instead of over here. Okay, so let me drop the link. So am I tripping? Well, I know I'm not. But I know y'all, a whole lot of y'all know carbon copies in y'all life or have encountered people like that. Just want to be your friend so they can take from you, so they can copy you, so they can try to be you. I know y'all have had those experiences, but I'm telling you, you being yourself, I'm telling you, it's nothing like it. It's so comfortable. It's so comfortable, you know? It's like walking without your shoes on. That's how I feel every day. Even though I have shoes and stuff on my feet and socks or what have you, but being comfortable in your skin and with who you are is like walking barefooted. Yeah. And y'all know it's nothing like having your feet planted firmly on the ground, you know? Some of you ladies might know it's like having your bra off when you're at home and your little house dress on, when your little slip, and guys might have that little slip slides on and their boxers, big shorts, maybe some shorts on in the house. You comfortable. And it really baffles me how there are so many people that's uncomfortable in their skin because they're scared to face that man in the mirror. I don't understand what's so scary about it. Because once you find out who you are and know what your qualities is, it's so empowering. I'm telling you now, you have superpowers that you don't even know that you have. I can look at some of y'all on here and I can tell you what your superpowers is, and you'll be like, damn. I can tell you some shit that you done did in your life that you haven't even told your best friend. And you'll be like, damn. You just don't know. Damn, you just don't know. Yeah. Y'all need to dig deep. Let me put this on. I'm gonna invite y'all up here. Let me see. Anybody want to talk to me and tell our story? This shit is funny. Woo. It's not funny. Actually, it's sad. It is. It's really sad. It's really sad because you're just wasting time and wasting your life. You know, some of y'all gonna find out who you are. Some people wait until they get like maybe 40, 50, some 60, some never know who they are. Hey, Phoenix Rising, thank you. I remember you said to me one time, Phoenix, in the chat, you said, I was like, hey, Phoenix, it's good to see you. You said something. I think you said, I liked the live or I saw the live or something. And you said you'd be in the bushes. Well, I'm glad you comfortable enough to type from out them bushes. You don't have to type in the you don't have to hide in the bushes. And I know sometimes I be in people's bushes is because sometimes I be busy and I can't speak to everybody. And guess what? I don't want people to feel like I'm not speaking to them and I don't want to miss them because those chats be going really fast. And I be trying to say hey to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want nobody to feel like I'm overlooking them. So let me just make this disclaimer. If I'm in a chat and you guys speak to me, and I don't speak back, it's not because um I don't want to speak back. Either I'm doing more than one thing at a time, or I didn't even see you say something to me, right? That's I want y'all to know that because I don't want to hurt people's feelings. Well, I mean, especially when it's not my intention, right? And I'm just saying it to everybody, okay? Hey, Miss Collins, I'm glad y'all here. Look, I dropped the link, so if y'all want to talk about this, because I know that I'm not the only one that see carbon copies. I'm talking about in life. I'm talking about not just on this YouTube tree. We see this on here all the time because people do stuff on here to make money, but still, it's still a sad thing because it's still stealing. It's still stealing when you try to take something from somebody that didn't authorize you to have it. I don't care what it is. A thief is a thief, and a thief is a liar. So if you stealing, you lying. And who are you lying to? You're lying to yourself because again, we see you. And who is we? The people that are we are people that look in the mirror and look directly at ourselves, know who we are, know what we like in life, know what our style is, know what our motives are in life, know what our goals are in life, know what our dreams and aspirations are in life. We are the people that see you, carbon copies. They have no idea why you're here, you know, why was you the one that made it through the sperm through the canal? Why you here out of all the millions? Why you? Right? You. Yeah. Anyway, so I see nobody want to take the link, and that's cool. If y'all want to ask me some questions in the chat, now is the time. Because guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get up off of here, and I'm gonna make something move. I'm gonna be making something move. Okay, let me go and see what y'all saying. I'm gonna stroll it up. Y'all been really tip typing. Red Data Morning. I appreciate it. Hey Strawberry. Hey Kevin. Again, hello Phoenix. Hey Daryl. Oh Daryl, did you get the notification this time? Hey, Selena. How y'all doing? Everybody doing okay? Miss Chicago. Hey, baby, what's going on? Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to you. Y'all. Hey, Billy Davis. How you doing? Okay. Hey, Pinky Pink. What's going on? Oh, we said hot as what? Oh, you say hot as hell. Okay, you said it's hot as hell in these YouTube streets. Let me go back and see why. Oh, you been in the shade in the bushes. I know that's right. Yeah. Hey, Cassandra, how are you, baby? How your thoughts? Mama always said people who lie still. They do, But and you know the thing too, they believe they lie so much that they believe their own lie. They so good at it. You know how somebody tell you a lie, they believe it. The lie becomes the truth to a liar. Let me say that slow. The lie becomes the truth to a liar. So that's why you have a lot of people pretending to be somebody that they're not because they have become accustomed to believe in the bullshit, right? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Cam, what's going on? Okay, y'all. So look, y'all have no questions. Y'all just tip typing. Y'all just tip typing and talking to each other. And I don't know whether I should shut this down or not. And y'all not gonna ask me any questions. I'm gonna give you one more chance. It's 34 people in here watching me, and I know all of y'all not in the chat. Mm-hmm. Why don't y'all, some of y'all, let me tell you something. Y'all want me to call the people out of the bushes? Y'all want me to start calling y'all out of the bushes by name? I'm glad y'all watching me, and I hope y'all taking notes. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping you're gonna change your life up a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And you know how you go to church, and sometimes a pastor or preacher give a little sermon, and you ain't expecting. You figure you just going to church because you ain't been in a while. Let me go on to church and get up in here so the Lord can bless me. Let me just go on up in here and pay my dues and tithes and offerings. Might not be able to pay the whole 10%, but I got $1. When that basket come, I'm gonna take that dollar that I have and throw it in that basket real quick and pass to the next person so they can put that money on top and all that kind of stuff. Then once you go to church and that preacher start talking, you be like, damn, start looking around, like, damn, wait a minute, is he talking to me? Well, how he know? Well, how she know? Damn. And then when you leave the church, you be like, phew, yeah, they was talking to me. But then you go right back in the street and do the same old bullshit. When you click off of this live stream right here, change your life because you're here for a reason. You came peeping at me for a reason. It's not happenstance. You may have came to steal, but I'm telling you, it profits a man nothing to steal. You get nothing out of that because you can't do it like I do it. I'm the originator. Just know that. Hmm. Hmm. Get something that you can be the originator of and share it with us. I'm dying to hear it. It probably touched my soul like this message I'm giving you touched yours. Yeah, and it's never too late to start. Just admit that you've been living a lie to yourself now. Just admit that you're ready to change. And see, when you do all of this, you're going to be looking at that man in the mirror. See, like I'm talking to you, you can look yourself straight now like I'm looking at you. Say to yourself, my whole life has been a lie. You might want to cry because once you start thinking about all the bullshit you've been doing all your life, all the things you've been stealing, all the lies you've been telling yourself, it might make you cry because you're going to realize it's sad. Just say to yourself, yeah, I fucked up. But I ran across this old lady that people think crazy. Her name Your Thoughts. And she told me to come to this mirror and address myself. Don't address the bitches in the street and the niggas on the YouTube streets and cuss them out. Let's look at yourself, male and female, talking to. Cuss your own self out for being a complete fool in wasted space. Yeah, you've been lying to your children too. hmm You've been lying to your children, making them children believe that you're the best dad and the best mom in the world. That you've been giving it your all to take care of them. You lie so much to your children that you don't make the children feel guilty. Yeah, feel guilty that mom, dad don't work so hard for me. You made them feel guilty. And knowing that the whole time you've been stealing from other people just to give them something. You've been stealing other people's style. Yeah, stealing other people's clothes. Trying to steal other people's life. Stealing other people's words to tell them. hmm See, let me tell you something. You have to have your heart in the right space, aligned in the right space. In other words, your heart have to be into everything that you're doing and saying. And you see this right here? Me talking to you, my heart in the right space. And that's why I know you hear me. hmm My heart in the right space. I'm telling you this shit from the heart that you need to get in that mirror, cuss yourself out, and admit and confess to yourself that you have not been given this life your 100%, um, your 100%, the total you. You've been too busy looking at everything and everybody except for yourself. And then after you do that, say to yourself in the same mirror, eyeball to eyeball, I'm going to do better. I'm going to move with intentions. When I open my mouth, I'm going to think before I speak because I know the words that come out of my mouth are deadly. And I don't want to kill myself with the words that I say. So I'm going to be careful when I speak. I'm going to be slow to anger. Ain't nobody going to move me, not with emotions. They're not going to make me move unless I want to move, right? You see, because I'm good at that. Because I told y'all before, if somebody can make you happy, mad, sad, all these different emotions, if they can switch you up like that, and they can change your emotions and make you all these feelings, get all this stuff in the inside, all these feelings, then they run you. Don't nobody move me except for that spirit man that's in me that told me to make this video today to tell you who's that man in the mirror. That's woman too now. Don't forget. Y'all need to talk to it. Talk to it. After you do that, you know what I want y'all to do with that mirror? They say that mirror is bad luck. When you break a mirror, mm-mm. After you talk to that little hand mirror that you looking at, and you say everything that I told you to say and confess, and you can say more shit if you want to. If the spirit moves you to say more shit when you looking at yourself, and don't blink now. Don't do no whole lot of blinking. I want you to stare eyeball to eyeball to yourself when you say all of that. Take that mirror outside to your trash can. You can take a hammer or anything else you want and break the mirror over the trash can. Close the top. Break that mirror. And come back in your house and clean your whole body with shower water. Baptize yourself. Baptize yourself. Wash out the old you. Come in anew. You don't have to be dipped in no running water in the ocean or in no lake. That shower is running water and it'll go right on down the drain. Let all your worries and troubles go on down the drain. Let the old you shake that shit off and come out here and change and be the person that you're supposed to be, the person that you was born to be, the originator. Yeah. And I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. That's the end of me. Somebody else can go live. Thanks everybody for coming again. I appreciate y'all coming, but that's it. And I feel so good. Hey, Nanani, and I feel good, y'all. Why? Because I did what my spirit told me to do. Peace and blessings to you, Nanani. Thank you so much. I appreciate the donations. What's up, Bizzo? What's going on with you, baby? Hey, King, what's up? Let me go back to that. Hey, CP3, let me tell y'all something. What's good with you? Hey, Cece, thank you, baby. I appreciate the support. What's up, Russell? Respect to the beautiful, natural Miss Yo Thoughts. Thank you, baby. What'd you say? Your thoughts and the wisdom and knowledge to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, baby. Thank you so much. Listen, look, I'm going to like I said, I'm gonna get up off here. I was gonna say something before I see that's why I don't read this stuff, y'all. I was gonna say something, it was important. Damn, it was important. I forgot. Everything I say, I feel like it's important, right? Okay, so okay, yeah. I'm gonna get ready to get up off here, y'all. So listen, for real, y'all, go ahead. I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be paying attention. I'm gonna be paying close attention, and I'm gonna see who change because I know y'all gonna do it. I ain't talking to you for nothing. I ain't come on here for nothing. He said, make the bad man go away. Yeah, they can make the bad man go away. Because listen, we all have good and evil in us. It's a balance of the two. Sometimes you have to be evil, especially if you're trying to protect yourself. If you can try to protect yourself from somebody that's trying to offend you or come into your space to bodily harm you, the evil got to come out of you. You got to be deadly. But that's the only time. But that's why you make sure you walk in peace and you make sure you pay attention to your surroundings and your circle. You make sure you do right by other people. If you don't like them, don't fuck with them. right? It's okay. It's okay to tell a person, listen, I don't like you. It's okay to tell a person, I don't want you in my space. It's okay to tell people that. Then people, because they say, treat people that you want, way they want you to be treated. Well, the only way I'm gonna know how you want to be treated, you're gonna have to tell me. You understand? Because I'm just saying, you can't treat me the way you want to be treated, though. Because again, I told y'all before in another video, you may like to be called a bitch. You might like people to talk down to you. You may like all that stuff. I don't. So I won't treat you like that. And if you say I don't like it, then I won't call you that. But if you like it, I love it. Again, if you don't feel right and your heart is not aligned and you don't feel right around a person and some telling you, nah, that person, something off, believe that. Believe that. And it's okay. Yeah. And when TJ said no mixing and mingling, I don't mix and mingle in my real life. I don't. I mix and mingle with who I like. And don't be mad if I don't like you. I don't like you because I don't know you and I don't want to get to know you. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. And you know what? It'll hurt more if I pretend to like you and then we become friends and I betray you. Wouldn't that hurt more? Because you was tricked. You thought you had a friend. So why go through all of that? If I don't like you, I don't like you. But I still love you. Over there. It's okay. Okay? It don't mean I might not help you. I help you too. Over there. See, because I understand energy, my aura, and how vibration work. Everybody ain't on the same level with vibrational, energy. And it's okay. If that was the case, the whole world be holding hands, kumbaya and shit. No. Okay, anyway, let me get off here if I go to a whole nother little stream. We'll keep it just like this. Go look at that man in the mirror, and after you look at the man in the mirror and you confess to yourself all the shit you've been doing and try to change your shit up and ask for the spirit God or the man in you to find out and help you reveal to you your gifts, your talents, and what you're here to do in your lifetime. Go do that. Because again, copying off somebody else is deadly. Trying to be somebody else is deadly. You're shortening your lifespan. Why? Because you're simply cursing yourself by wishing you were someone else. They could be living a short lifespan. Your life could be already destined for you to live to be 80 or 90 years old, and you wishing that you was Joe Blow and he gonna die at 45 or 50. Stop that bullshit. Get to know who you are and walk around here knowing that who you are and teaching your children how to become men and women and stop being carbon copies of everybody else. Let them know that they're beautiful, they're original, they're number one. Can't nobody be like them, even if they were twins, triplets. I don't give a fuck who they are. They are here for a reason, and they need to do them and focus on what they're doing and cajon or get their gifts and talents, work on that and strengthen that. And you'll be a peaceful person, not one and jealous of the next man or woman. You understand? And stop stealing. Cause that's fucked up. Don't steal from other people. Do you? Break that damn mirror, niggas and niggerettes. Okay, now I'm gone. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming through, everybody. Peace, everybody. Have a good day. And listen, stay away from people you don't like. Love them from a distance. That's it. Stay away from people you don't like. I love y'all though. All of y'all, for real. Yeah. Let me tell you why I love you before I end this live stream real quick. You know, me not loving you is hating me. Because, I'm gonna say it again. Me not loving you is hating a part of me. We all, even this piece of paper, lamps, we all came from the same source. Why do I say lamps and stuff like that? Grass, everything, animals, gnats, insects, everything. We came from the idea. This big ball of energy created us and everything in this world. We did not create ourselves. The people that's in this world created the eyeglasses, the pad, the pencil. It still came from the mind of this great big source, the source. Think about it. We are all interconnected in some way. Me hating you is like hating me because we all are brothers and sisters, gay, straight, rich, poor, matured in the spirit, absent of the spirit. We are all in this thing together. Now, maybe when you look in the mirror, you'll be able to talk a little bit deeper to yourself. I'm gone, y'all. Have a good day. Peace, everybody. I love y'all.